Hello, this is Chris from the Cinema Savvy Movie Podcast, and today I'm bringing you another reaction. Today we've got another Star Wars one. I thought it would be slowing down a bit, but it looks like they're still cranking them out. So we're currently on Star Wars: The Force Awakens TV spot 7. I know I've said this before in some of my other ones, but the titles on some of the videos, I've sort of done them a bit out of order because I think it was like TV spot 2, TV spot 4, for example. They were really short, like a couple of seconds, 16 seconds maybe, and there's not really enough new footage in there to talk about all that much. So I tend to do TV spots on the ones that have footage in there, sorry, that is new and there's enough to talk about. And by the looks of the thumbnail on this one, there might be quite a bit to talk about. So I'm going to give it a watch. I'm going to give my thoughts after it, speculation, anything like that. I'm going to see what we got, but I like the thumbnail on this one, so we should be in for a good one. So I'm going to click play now. Oh, yes!
Red squad, blue squad, take my lead.
I'm on it.
Llegamos a TNT.
Yes! The end of...
Star Wars: The Force Awakens. This film is not yet rated.
Okay, yeah, that was brilliant. We've got some stuff to talk about. Brilliant. Right, where to begin? First off, the music. They've actually used the proper Star Wars main theme this time, and it's awesome. It's getting me pumped. I can't wait to be sat in that cinema, midnight screening, lights go down, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Well, actually, no, first it's the fanfare, but we haven't got the 20th Century Fox fanfare this time, so I don't know if it's just going to be, you know, Lucasfilm's going to fade on, and then we're going to get that. But when that opening crawl's going to hit with that music, oh, I can't even imagine. I'm getting hyped just thinking about it now. But the music choice in this one's really cool. The new footage we get, we sort of see BB-8 rolling around in the forest, and it looks like what's going to follow in this from all the stuff we've seen before. This is going to be right before they level the temple, the First Order, and before Kylo Ren sort of confronts Rey in that shot where he's got the lightsaber to her neck. So I think that she's going to be separated alongside BB-8 from the rest of the crew that we've seen. Then when she looks up to the sky, she sees the shuttles coming in to destroy the temple. This will be right before it's blown up. Then she'll probably wander through the jungle and find that the temple crumbling, and then that's when Kylo Ren's going to get out. So, as I said, because they've shown this amount of footage, we're sort of piecing it together quite a lot now. We had a commenter on the last one, Vesuvi. She says that she likes the idea of these TV spots, but she thinks that these are geared more towards like a general audience that might not be that into Star Wars or not know what it's about, might be new to Star Wars completely. And that's what these are geared for. This is just sort of to like generate hype, whereas the people that are hardcore into it, that don't want to know much, that want to go in with as little knowledge as possible, maybe they shouldn't watch these, but of course we always do, don't we, because it's Star Wars, and it's that sort of deep feeling where we just have to see it. It's the curiosity of it. So let's see what other new footage we've got. We hear Poe Dameron's voice for the first time, so I'm going to listen to that one more time.
Red squad, blue squad, take my lead.
I'm on it.
Llegamos a TNT.
Yeah, so to my knowledge, I think this might be the first time we've ever heard Poe Dameron speak in one of these things. He's been in quite a lot of the trailers. I think he was probably in all the trailers, but he is the one character out of sort of the main new crew. You've got Finn, Rey, BB-8, obviously, but Poe's the one they're keeping very mysterious. Like, I think there's going to be a lot more to this character than they're letting on. But it's cool to see the classic X-Wing sort of camera shot back where it cuts between all the different pilots and everything like that. They tried to do that in Phantom Menace to a lesser degree when they're taking down the droid command ship. But I tell you what, we've got Niendon, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but I really wish that they got Wedge back. Seeing Wedge Antilles in this film would have been amazing. Maybe if he's not a pilot now, he could have resigned or something. He could be like teaching them, like a sort of Top Gun thing. But no, it would have been cool to see him. And then let's talk about him. Yeah, no. I knew this guy was going to be in the film because, along with Admiral Akbar as well, because I saw the picture that came out not too long ago. It was the masks. Was it in the behind the scenes Comic-Con footage they released? The footage roll of that? I think that the masks were in that. So as soon as I saw the masks, I was like, oh, great, they're going to bring them back. And, you know, he's not a co-pilot this time. He is a straight-up fighter pilot. So this is going to be awesome. I know there are some people that don't like him. I don't know if it's a fact because they got so attached to Chewbacca being the co-pilot, and then all of a sudden this new alien we've never seen before is there, and he's got the stupid laugh. I don't know. I've always thought he was cool. So it's cool to see him back. We get another brief shot of the X-wings fighting in the sky. Going back to the Nien Nunb one though, I'm looking at it here. I know that they had a mask, but it looks very CGI. I really, really hope it's not because, you know, JJ said that he's going to try and do as much with masks as possible. But just sort of like how the head moves, I'm watching it back again now, and the lips, it looks sort of like it's done on a computer. Maybe it was done with prosthetics and a mask, but they've sort of enhanced it with CGI a little bit just to make it more clearer for the mouth moving. That's a possibility. Have we got any other footage? We hear the voice of this red robot, which I really recognise from one of the other Star Wars films if I listen to it again. Oh, I've heard that before. Where have I heard it? This is going to drive me mad now. If I'm a true Star Wars fan, I can get this. It's not the sound of the Imperial droid from Empire Strikes Back, the one at the beginning of the movie that crashes into the desert. It might be the sound of one of the bounty hunters. That might just be a placeholder audio clip though, because sometimes in trailers that won't be the final audio that you hear in the actual movie. It'll be something different. And I expect it will because it's a new robot we haven't seen before. I don't believe that the fighting with the Stormtrooper is new because we saw that in the last one. Maybe a new angle of him, you know, using the lightsaber against it. And then we get a shot of Rey in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon saying BB-8 hold on. So now we have context for that shot where, you know, the Falcon loops the loop and BB-8 rolls around the thing. Yeah, so that's all the new footage really. Not as much to talk about in this one as usual, but it's probably one of my favourite TV spots. I think just how it's put together. It's cool seeing all the X-Wing fighter pilots in there again. Yeah. It's just bring on the movie now. I've been ready since they announced it. Since before they announced it, I wanted another Star Wars movie. So I think now they are starting to slow down a bit, and we haven't got all that long to wait. So I think that'll pretty much do it for my reaction this time. So be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the TV spot. Let me know if you're hyped for the new Star Wars film. And, you know, let me know anything else you'd like for me to react to. Any new trailers that came out. I've just done one for the Civil War trailer that came out, the Captain America movie. So, yeah, anything else, just drop it in the comments and I'll see if I can get around to it. That'll do it for me. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.